Not surprisingly, the global divorce rate is constantly rising. In fact, it's increased over 250% since 1960. The country with the highest divorce rate is Luxembourg, where over 85% of marriages are ending in divorce. The country with the lowest divorce rate is India, where only 1% of marriages end in divorce.
Welcome to the Righteous Sphere. We separate the gray areas over here. We don't do the lying like those other places. No. We don't do no fucking lying over here. You're gonna get the truth.
Salute, and come on in, guys. Come on in. Welcome to class, guys. You're now tuned into the Mr.Goodbread show over here at the Brutally Honest Goodbread. How y'all guys doing, guys? Hit that like button. Keep in mind that we don't cater to any groups, gangs, communities, religions, feelings, or emotions, guys. We cater to the truth. We cater to common sense, and we do not complicate that, guys. So we got a good one tonight. I just ask that all of you guys, tuck your feelings, tuck your emotions. Keep in mind, I specialize in Black women because that's the women I deal with. All right, but this template that we fit to go over tonight fits for all women, all modern women, guys, especially all modern women. And pretty much, guys, this is the template that you need to know. This is why so many of our men are going mgtow. Mgtow meaning men are going their own way. They are removing their attention from the ways of the world. This is a biblical red pill channel, guys. We know that mgtow means in the Bible, scripture, Romans 12:2, do not conform with the ways of the world. The ways of the world, they're all making deals with Satan. You know what I mean? That's our enemy. So if you choose to deal with the ways of the world, the woman in the ways of the world, then understand, in a relationship with these women, these are 15 brutally honest truths about relationships with Black women, with modern women. It doesn't matter, guys. You use your head. Don't worry about my titles. Don't let my titles trigger you. You know what I mean? The information is here for you. And a lot of my white breads, a lot of y'all like sisters. A lot of y'all like to be in relationships with sisters. So I don't understand why people get so offended by my titles. But in any event, let's get on with the show, guys. Let's get on with the show. Number one, guys, you will not always like your partner, guys. This is a whole fact. I need y'all to know that. It's a whole fact. You will not always like your partner. Think about it, bro. You and your partner not always gonna like you. You know what I mean? It's not gonna always be lovey-dovey, sunshine and roses. You know what I mean? Everybody has bad days and difficult seasons. Remember, people, we go through seasons in life. We all go through our own seasons in life. And you have to be willing to take the good with the bad when you start dealing in these relationships. When you pick somebody, you got to love them. Remember, guys, it all connects over here, guys. If you pick them, you got to love them. You know what I mean? Give your partner some space if they need it, and recognize that the feelings of dislike is just temporary. You just temporarily dislike them, or they probably temporarily dislike you. But it's going to be some disliking going on. You're not always going to like them. A lot of our sisters are going through things. They are fighting and battling demons. So a lot of you guys, y'all pick these women looking for fairy tales. But these women, they're far removed from a fairy tale. They're hoping you bring the fairy tale because they're living in the nightmare, guys. Remember that, guys. You will not always like your partner, but you chose to get into this relationship. So those are the facts. You're going to have to deal, because it's deal or no deal. Always remember that, guys. Number two, guys, especially in the Black community, guys, fights are inevitable. You know what I mean? You could be with your soulmate. Y'all could be connected on every single levels. You know what I mean? In time and space. But y'all gonna go through it. Y'all gonna have disagreements. It's natural. We are human beings, especially you are a man, she is a woman. You know what I mean? So we just biologically, guys. You know what I mean? Biologically, we're gonna go through it. But a healthy amount of fighting is good for a relationship. Its ideal result in conflict resolution. That's how y'all gonna figure out how to resolve conflict. You know what I mean? This is how y'all gonna grow. You know what I mean? It symbolizes growth. You know what I mean? This is how y'all get the bond. This is how y'all get a bond. It be those arguments and those disagreements that is well hashed out that get y'all the most love. That's where the love grows. Remember, again, I'm getting ahead of myself. Love take work. But this is where the work, this is the work. That's the work that gets you to the love. Remember, love don't exist until you create it. Do know if you use that if this is being used, if this so-called healthy fighting is being used as a tactic, like name calling and low blows and bringing up on past issues and physically getting aggression, physically, any physical thing, and that's on both ends. She starts slapping, get cute with the hands, because you got to watch that. A lot of these women in the black community, they was in environments and in plantations that's all they know about discipline. They don't know about discipline of the mind and discipline of the body. All they know is physical discipline now, is putting their hands on you. So they'll get cute and start slapping on you. And if you let it slide, they're ice skate, guys. So remember, yo, you know what I mean? It'll have an opposite effect. That all that fighting, and you should not be fighting every day. Fights are inevitable, but you should not be fighting and arguing and back and forth every day. That's manipulation now. That's controlling right there, guys. Alright? Use your head. Number 3, guys. Your partner will change you and themselves, and not always in a positive way, guys. You have to understand that it's a part of growing. Think about it, guys. Think about it, guys. You are not the same person you were a year ago. Whether you change for the good or the bad, in subtle or obvious ways, you have definitely changed. These changes become more obvious the longer you stay with the person, to the point where the person you started dating don't even resemble the person you are dating right now, guys. Ideally, you and your significant other will grow together in the same direction, but sometimes the opposite happens, and the partner no longer shares. You and your partner no longer shares the same worldly views, life goals, or interests. You know what I mean? And that sometimes is what drives the relationship apart in the long run. You know what I mean? Y'all not thinking about this when y'all in that honeymoon phase. You know what I mean? When y'all laughing and loving it up. And this is what I mean too, guys. A lot of you guys let yourself go. Sometimes you let your partner let herself go. You know what I mean? Because you get comfortable with each other. Remember, I told you, your environment and the people you grow accustomed to and you keep around you, you become that. So this is why you will be in a toxic relationship with a toxic female that you shouldn't be in a relationship with, right? And you will become a horrible person. You'll be walking around here thinking that you're a nice dude, right? But you're just a nasty, horrible individual. You come off like if you hate women, and that's not true. That's not who you are in your nature. But you've been in relationships with women who you have now adapted for your survival in those relationships. Now you have grown accustomed and conditioned to having those same traits, guys. You know what I mean? So this is why you got to really be careful to who you pick. You know what I mean? You got to be careful to who you pick and avoid them like a plague, guys. Got to avoid them like a plague. Know yourself before you go liking women. Know who you are, guys. It's all important. Number 4, guys. Compromise is not optional. Bro, when you get in relationships with a sister, bro, compromise is not optional, bro. In a relationship, period, it don't even matter if you with a sister or not, bro. A relationship, period, bro, is about compromise. This is what a relationship is. When you are in a relationship, it's not just about you anymore. You know what I mean? This is what I mean about codependence. You know what I mean? Being codependent. And a lot of people think they independent, but they still rely on people. You know what I mean? They still compromise their independence. Little do they know. But in any event, you aren't going to get your way all the time. You're not going to get your way all the time. And you shouldn't even want to get your way all of the time. Think about it. Your significant other not going to get their way all of the time, right? Are you going to let her get her way all of the time? Think about it, guys. Y'all not going to always agree on which movie y'all want to watch, where y'all want to go on vacation, which side of the bed to sleep on. Million other things, little things going to come up that y'all just not going to agree on. And some of those things, bro, you going to have to compromise with, bro. If you sit there and be bitter and dwell on that shit and focused on that and let that remove you from the ultimate goal, which is getting out of poverty and getting back on your purpose, you're a fool, bro. You know what I mean? Because it's going to be a lot of distractions come up. A lot of things going to come up to throw you off your purpose, because the amount of focus you're going to have to spend on your purpose, it's not normal to the average black woman. When you're in a relationship, she think you're supposed to be up under her all day, all night, sitting around her all of the time. They don't understand how much focus you got to put in on your purpose, how much time away from her you got to put in on your purpose. Unless she's comfortable helping you, being a helpmeet to your purpose, it's going to get lonely for her, and that's when, you know what I mean, the cheating and the other things come in. You don't spend no time with me. You know, we all have heard that. You know what I mean? So just take note, guys. These are just 15 of the brutally honest truths about relationships. You know what I mean? Number 5, guys. The ones who you love the most can hurt you the most. Typo there. The ones you love the most are the ones that hurt you the most, guys, in a relationship. Now, this don't matter. It doesn't matter about color. Of course, I told you guys the video don't matter about color. Only the title. You know what I mean? Only the title. But the ones that love you hurt you the most. Y'all see that with family, guys. And it's like, that's because those are the people you're most vulnerable with. So you open up to these people and they take in all your information, and as soon as you break up, remember the saying, you don't know who you with until you break up. And then once you break up, then you know. And remember, guys, just because you don't work out with a sister, just because you're not in a good relationship, you not a good partner for a sister, don't mean that sister is trash, a trash human being. Remember that. I'm trying to teach my sisters that, so that they can stop doxing their baby father after the relationship goes south. Just because you don't make a good partner with a person in these relationships, don't mean that the person is not valuable somewhere else in life, in our society, in our community. Don't stain their name. All right? But the ones that love you the most, those are also the ones that hurt you the most, guys. And that's a fact. And stay in relationships with people like that. I always tell you, how you know if a girl move like that, how you know if your woman move like that, how they treat their resources. How a woman treat her resources is how she gonna treat you. You know what I mean? Number 6, guys. 15 brutally honest truths about relationships. Love does not erase temptation. Yeah, I see that shit with Keke Palmer. She thought she could play this let's pretend, because her version of love is the fairy tale version of love. She thinks she could have a man in the house, being a house husband, while she outside just doing what it do. And when you messing with these sisters, guys, I need you to understand, a lot of them raised off some dumb shit, bro. A lot of them raised to believe that, you know what I mean, just be free, be liberal, you know what I mean? Be free, be liberal, be independent. And in that independence, in that grab for independence, they lower their value by doing some trashy shit. And then expecting us men, us emotional intelligent men, to accept that. This girl right now, Kiki, out there is trying to save face, out there talking about how the man was cheating on her and this and that. Now all that come up. Remember what I just said. Number 5, the ones that love you the most are the ones that can hurt you the most. You see how that is? Why you wasn't saying that when you was up there calling him clout chasing, calling him a house husband? So you know what I mean, setting that bad example out in the public, like if that's really what God said for us to be out here doing, promoting to these kids, promoting to the next generation. But you reap what you sow, guys. You know what I mean? Again, love does not erase temptation, bro. In an ideal world, you will only have eyes for your partner. And this go for you too. This go for you too. In the ideal world, you will only have eyes for your partner. But sometimes, just our biology, guys, simple biology get in the way of this. You're likely still going to be attracted to other people, even if you love your significant other very much, guys. It's just your natural biology. Love does not erase temptation, but hopefully it will keep you from acting on it. See how that works, guys? It's a balance. It's a balance. That's why I say pick the right women. Stop settling for these women. Because when you pick the right woman, bro, all that cheating should go away, bro. You don't even want to cheat on no girl, bro. You barely have time to sex with your female, the right female that you pick. Because you're allowed to be on your purpose, and you see how being on your purpose gets you closer to out of poverty, and it just all connect. The dots just connect, and the field just open up, guys. You know what I mean? Remember, stop grabbing for a chick and wait for the chick. Pick the chick, bro. Alright, guys? Don't be thirsty. It's not a good look. But again, love does not erase temptation. Number 7, guys. You can never know exactly what is going on in your partner's head, bro. Think about it, son. None of us is mind readers, bro. None of us is mind readers. And nowadays, these women is raised to be passive aggressive, right? So they expect you to read their mind. That's what the passive aggressive is. That comes from having a narcissistic moms, if I said that word right. You know, having a hell of a mother. They create this passive aggressive behavior in these females and in these males running around here. These beta males, just so passive aggressive. You know what I mean? Don't express their feelings. Do some old fuck shit instead of communicating it. You know what I mean? And that come from the childhood traumas. So you want to pick people that are working on themselves, getting rid of the childhood traumas. And I'm telling you, boy, if you picking trying to find that needle in the haystack from the black community, good luck, bro. Good luck. Good luck, bro. It don't matter if you feel like you and your shorty got the strongest connection possible, you know what I mean? You still not gonna be no mind reader, bro. Even if y'all talk about everything, you can never be 100% sure about what the fuck is going on in that head, bro. These women is crazy, man. But try to get you a woman that doesn't mind expressing what's in their mind. Like me and Mr.Goodbread, back in the days, we had a little game, a fun game we used to play. We used to be like, we just stop each other and pause each other, just dead sentence, mid sentence. Like, yo, what's on your mind right now? What you think about right now? And you had to just say what was on your mind right now. And that was a great way to learn how to communicate and express your feelings to your partner, so you're not sitting there being sneaky with each other like the ways of it, like in them relationship cats, like, you know what I mean? Like, god damn. But anyway, you know what I mean? Some gonna get it, some not. Number 8, guys. You might stay in bad relationships far too long because of comfort. Now these sisters, man, they have a funny way of making you feel oh so good, you know, especially those that can cook. They cook that old unhealthy shit oh so good, and they, you know what I mean, they tug on your heartstrings, and they sell you on these victim mentality stories, and it's never their fault, and their ex did them so bad, and you guys sit there and be superheroes. Y'all niggas be little superheroes to these chicks and they sob stories, bro. Mind you, we All of us is 60% of the reason why we ain't make it with our last partner. You do know that? So you sit there and let her tell you all that craziness after disrespecting you too. Because you got to remember, a lot of these people, self-included, you too, might have been raised with a narcissistic parent. You know, one of them parents that took their frustration out on you, never explained why they was taking their frustration out on you, disrespected, hit you, physically abused you, you know what I mean, and then turned around and fed you. Because they got to cover the basics. And they fed you with a smile. It's good, right, honey? You still tripping and your mind's still processing the beat down. And she's sitting over there on to the next, sitting there talking about how good dinner was and shit. So these women seen their household run like that. So what you think? Where they get their information? This is how they run their household, guys. This is how they run their shit. You know what I mean? Not all, definitely not some, but the majority. Number 9, guys. All the red flags you initially ignore because of that booty gonna come back and be bigger problems later on, guys. You know what I mean? Now, like I said, I specialize in the specialization in black women, right? If you let them slide, they will start to ice skate, bro. Word up. Then they will try to ice skate uphill, fall, bust their ass, and then blame you. Do you get that, bro? In that order, bro. So if I was you, I'd advise you not to bypass any red flags, bro. Get up out, snap up out that lust joint. See, y'all dudes be falling in love too quick. You know what I mean? You got to go to God if you're looking for that mama love. You got to go to God. Or you got to address that, communicate that. Put that in the note with your mama. No, you don't even need a return to sender. You just need closure. Put a note in there. She ain't gonna ever give you no goddamn apology. But you get it all off your chest in a note and mail it to her. And let that be that. And go on and come back to loving people. But, you know what I mean? God got that love that you waiting for. Nobody else got that love that you looking for, bro. That's not gonna be in your partner. Your partner can't love you like that. You know what I mean? Only God can love you like that. And once you love God like that, your partner will love you. Everything in this land will love you like that. You looking for love, but you don't want to love you don't want to love nothing. You know what I mean? You can't ignore these red flags, guys. The problem will only get bigger. You know what I mean? Number 10, guys. Again, this has been on every single list that we've done so far, guys. Relationships are hard work, guys. I kid you not. You know what I mean? I know you heard this before, but it's still something that not enough people pay proper attention to. As with anything, the results you get are directly proportional to the work you put in it. Some of this work involves assessing your own behavior. You see, it takes some self-accountability and determining how you can be a better partner and actually following through. But there's a lot more to it than that. If you find that your significant other isn't worthy of the time and effort it takes to maintain a healthy relationship, there's your answer. You don't need to ask me to do a video on how to deal with a toxic person and none of that. It's time to go. You know what I mean? It's time to reassess the situation and beat your feet. You know what I mean? Not being willing to put in the work is one of the many reasons why so many people don't ever find love, bro. Because they don't put in the work on themselves. They sit there and point the fingers at everybody else. They can tell you a million flaws wrong with their partner, but then you ask them what's wrong with them, and they ain't gonna be able to tell you, guys. These are just brutally honest truths that go down in these relationships. You know what I mean? Because a lot of it, nowadays, these relationships is cat, and it's a lot of less than 10. You know what I mean? A lot less than 10, guys. Number 11, you cannot be looking to constantly upgrade. Bruh, you got to pick you a shorty and then max out. What is this? What is this hot potato shit? Like, is y'all playing musical chairs? Y'all got to stop that. I know that we live in a society now where everything is replaceable, and everything is replaceable. Everything is an upgrade. Every time you look around, upgrade your phone, upgrade your service, upgrade. Bro, you got to calm down. You got to settle down, guys. Don't be looking to upgrade. If you looking to upgrade, then check within yourself. What is it in you that have you keep picking chicks that you don't really like? You like at first, but then you don't like, to where you need to upgrade the chick. You know what I mean? Especially when you're dealing with these sisters, bro. You gotta lock in. If you wanna unlock the ultimate from a sister, you gonna have to lock in with the right one, bro. You know what I mean? You fuck around and pick the right one and play this musical chairs and fumble the bag, bro. Some of us, we have no excuse. Some of us don't even need to be on these spaces venting and talking all this shit, bro. Some of us is just like, you know how you get that dude that always got a good judge. You know you get that one motherfucker, he always got a good judge. This nigga do the worst shit and always out. He just lucky he get a good judge. Some of y'all niggas is just that lucky with women. Y'all get the good women, but y'all never did the work on self, so y'all fumble the fucking bag, bro. Y'all fumble the bag, bro. And then y'all be looking to constantly upgrade. Like, nigga, it's you. Bruh, it's you. Brutally honest truth, bro. It be you, bro. You know what I mean? It be you. A lot of the times it be you, bro. I'm telling you. Don't sleep. Number 12. You will never find the perfect person for you, guys. This is a fact, man. Think about it. You know ain't no such thing as perfect people. We went over that. You know God ain't create nobody perfect. After he created Lucifer and he stabbed him in the back, Lucifer stabbed him in the back. He ain't create no perfect people, so ain't no perfect people. You know what I mean? I know some of you gonna want to argue this point. You may think you have found the absolute perfect person for you, but that would mean that there is literally nothing big or small you would change about them. So if you think that you found the absolute perfect person, then you know that there's nothing you would change, big or small, about them. And nothing that they do irritates you or annoy you at any time. I mean, everything just all roses. You go on and lie to yourself. Go on and lie. We know that that's not a fact. You know that that's not a fact. I piss Mr.Goodbread off on a regular. I mean, I can't really say the same. But she don't piss me off on the regular, but she not even annoying. But likewise, ladies, I know I'm annoying, and I know she know I'm annoying, and you know what I mean. And that's just something she accept. Like I said, love is just accepting the stuff you tolerate in another person. And a lot of y'all, right? A lot of y'all caught up in this perfect person because, you know what I mean? Y'all listen to these love songs, and in these love songs, they paint a perfect picture, and they paint this most perfect person. But y'all got to snap out that delusion, yo. It is no such thing as perfect people, bro. It is no such thing as perfect people. Number 13, guys. This is gonna hurt right here, but it's the truth. Love is not enough, bro. Love is just not enough. You're gonna need some skills behind this love joint. You know what I mean? When you get into relationships, bro, you're gonna need to get in relationships with women that have skills, bro. I don't give a fuck how beautiful she is, how feminine, fit, and submissive she is. She gonna need to have skills, starting with some mother skills. She gonna need to know how to be a mother, a perfect mother. We gonna need a perfect mother, as close to perfection as possible. But we ain't, all that looks and all that vanity ain't gonna cut it. We gonna need skills, brother. You gonna need skills. You're not gonna be able to lead a relationship without skills. And it start with taking in new information, guys. It start with taking in some new information. Number 14. You cannot rely on a relationship for happiness, guys. Remember, you want to do the work on yourself before you get into the relationship. Because when you do the work on self, you make yourself happy, right? And ain't nothing better than two people that are already happy bringing their happiness together and sharing their happiness together. You don't want to be in a relationship where you did the work, so you're happy, and now you get linked up with a female who did not do the work, so she's never happy. Now that's going to be an imbalance there, right? Or likewise, you don't want to get with a female where she's happy, but you're not happy with yourself. You're going to end up sabotaging that situation. You know what I mean, guys? If you're looking for happiness in another person, you're not going to find it. You have to find happiness within yourself without relying on someone else to be the source of your happiness. That puts an unfair burden on your partner, and it's much more likely that your unhappiness will bring them down. That's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to bring them down to the point where y'all both not going to be happy. Y'all both going to be sitting in there unhappy, backbiting each other on social media, hitting like on other people's posts and lusting over other people and shit, guys. That's a relationship path. And last but certainly not least, guys, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. You will get your heart broken, guys. Especially coming from the single mother plantation where you hardly ever heard the word no, or we're not doing that, or no, just no, period. You're going to get your heart broken because a lot of you wear your heart on your sleeves already. And you think everything you mention and everything you say is correct and it's supposed to go your way. That's not logical. You know what I mean? That's not logical, yo. Let me tell you the truth, guys. You will, at one point or another, get your heart broken. This is the truth for the 99% of us who do not end up staying with our first love forever. The truth is that most relationships ultimately don't work and end in either breakup or divorce. And that's just a fact, guys. Y'all seen in the intro of this video when I played the graphic and I played the actual statistics of the countries that lead in divorce and the countries that have the least amount of divorce. Relationships is brutal, guys, in its own. And it's not for everybody. Remember, guys, relationships are for family. Sex are for family. Sex are the rewards for the relationship because you agree to build a family. So if you're not playing that game, then creating families and having sex and getting in relationships is going to be hard. Think about it. It's going to be hard because y'all going directly against what God say in these damn relationships. Y'all getting in relationships just for sex, just for money, you know what I mean, for provision. Yeah, you're doing it all wrong. Relationships are for family. It's for building a family, guys. For building a family, guys. And even if you're not going to build a family, build each other. Build each other. You know what I mean? Not everybody gonna be able to build a family. God know that. God see that. But at least working together, build a community, guys. Build a community. But you gotta build together. You got to do it together, y'all. We got to unhook from this gender wall, and we got to build together. But again, guys, these are just 15 brutally honest truths about relationships with black women and modern women in general. Like, share, subscribe. Fellas, wrap up, strap up, drink responsibly. Ladies, get to some new information, accept new information, and make sure you keep your emotions and feelings in check. Manage them emotions. All right, guys. I'll see y'all later. 2 videos is going to pop up, guys. Click either one. to continue. It's going to be another video from this series, guys.